This is crazy. I was never having a panic attack or sweating at all because this market is crazy. Like, let me show you really quick how crazy it is, right? I'll jump into the desktop really quick. 272. We back, baby. We back. Look at this rocket ship right here. Look at this freaking rocket ship. From 230, that's the low, all the way back up to 272 within a friggin' like week. I love it and I hate it because it's hard to predict what's going to happen with the market. And I know a lot of people were like, oh, look, you're just gambling. I am not gambling my money, guys. How many times do I have to say this to everyone here? The people that are new here think I'm gambling because they think options, automatic options. You're gambling, you're doing too much, you're just going to lose everything if the market moves. No, guys, it's selling options here. Selling options, especially if you're not using margin, which half of my account, I don't use margin. I use cash, right? You're not gambling because the stocks that I'm using the wheel strategy with are stocks that I want long term, even though I'm really hating on HIMs right now because they just swing so hard, but it's a stock that I want in my portfolio. Do I see them going back up to like 50, 60 bucks? Absolutely. But are the swings going to swing? They are. And that's the one that I'm getting assigned most on. And is that a loss? No, it's not a loss until I sell those shares. I'm just doing covered calls on the way up. And just making my cost basis get down to where it is. So that's how you have to look at it when you're selling options, guys. It's all collateral based. It's either you have 100 shares per contract or 100 shares worth of cash. So if you have a stock that's $100, right? You either need $10,000 worth of cash, or you need the 100 shares of whatever stock, and that's it. And you just do cover calls if you have the shares, cash secured puts if you don't, and if you just have the cash. And if, God forbid, the stock, like if you own the stock and it goes below your cost basis, if you could get credit, if you get paid to make money putting the stock up for collateral at exactly your cost, why not do that? Like it's better than just having it sit there doing nothing, especially if most of these stocks don't give you dividends. You're pretty much giving yourself like a weekly, monthly dividend, putting out these contracts for those stocks that have fallen below your cost basis, and you're just putting it right at cost basis. Like there's so many people online, like a lot of dividend investors here that are so happy every quarter getting like $4 per share or whatever, right? Whereas when you're selling options, you're getting the premium, right? You're getting premium, and every week, every month, you could be making that times 25. You could be making $100, $500 a month, thousands of dollars a month, instead of while you're just waiting for your stock to go up in value. That's why I personally stopped dividend investing for now, because I'm making way more on the premium side. Will I eventually go to dividends? Yeah, when my account gets so big I don't know what to do with it and I want to be more safe, I'll put like a good chunk into like SCHD and like other dividend paying ETFs and just let it rock from there. But for now, as I'm building, as I'm growing, even though I'm 36, I'm still technically young in the investing game, and I'm not over leveraging like my life, like house is not paid off, but all my cars are paid off. I have no credit card debt, all that stuff. I'm not over leveraging myself at all to do this. So in my case, it's not risky. And I really don't feel like it is risky because you control 90% of what happens. You control the price that you're willing to buy or sell your stocks at. That's called the strike price. You're choosing the delta, which is the percentage chance that the stock price goes which way. And you choose the time horizon. If you choose weeklies or 0 dates, that puts you at a little bit more risk because this market could swing as it did. But if you give yourself time, you put yourself a month to 45 days out, you're giving yourself time to be right with your strike prices. It is that simple, guys. Like, and look, with market volatility, even though I closed out around like, I want to say 15K worth of plays, like, so that could be my L, right? But look, I'm right back to 272, where I'm literally $13,000 away from my all-time high again, and I still have a lot of positions that haven't matured yet. They're maturing at the end of December. So on that end, there's probably another 10K waiting to blow up, like go upwards in this account once they expire worthless. Because remember, the account balance doesn't go up until these contracts expire worthless or they get closed. That's how it works. You get the immediate buying power from the premiums, but you don't see the account go up until these contracts are closed. So that's how you got to look at it, guys. It's all mindset. It's all doing this only with stocks that you believe in, that you want in your stock portfolio long term. And long term isn't a few months. It should be at least a year, because that's how I just look at it. It should be at least a year. But it's just understanding that why you're doing certain things, why you're building. And obviously the mistake that I probably made was over leveraging a little bit. That's why I got scared. But in the grand scheme of things, we didn't drop as far, and the technicals did say it wouldn't drop past certain numbers, and I was seeing it. I was just scared that it would, because that's how fear works, right? That's how fear works, and it makes people panic sell. But luckily, I didn't panic sell. I panic closed a few things because I didn't want to get margin called or house called. But in the grand scheme of things, everything is working out the right way. And again, I just can't be greedy trying to get 25K months, and I should just be happy making 7, 10, 12K a month selling premiums. And that's what I'm going to do starting January, just because I did have to roll out a few plays towards December. I don't want to put out too much cash and too much leverage out towards the end of the year. But if I do see any specific plays, like a month out, I will make them. Just I won't go crazy trying to recoup like the 10, 15K that I lost closing out positions. But also, like, losing, you can't even say like you lost out on a lot of those positions, because they're pretty much just getting your premium back. You're just giving them the premium back for the most part, and a little extra. So it's like, did you really lose? But again, I'm very happy where the market is going. 272 again. Will I hit 300 by the end of the year like I thought I was in the end of October or end of September? Probably not. But again, guys, my initial goal by the end of the year, I think, was just like 225K, and then I put up to a $250,000. Then I put it to 275. So we have 3 times passed the original goal by the end of the year. And can I bring this to 300 by the end of the year? Potentially, we could see, but I'm not going to force it. And by hopefully June of next year, maybe this is in the mid 3s already, as long as the market continues to make its run and I'm playing it safe and I'm closing out the way I want to close out. There's no reason why I can't get this to 350 if I already made over 100. Like, I started this portfolio at 140 and now I'm at 272, so that's 130K in a year. So there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to do that again, right? Or at least get 100. So maybe get this close to 400,000. Who knows? The goals have to be changed, and the goals have to be set, and then they could always be changed as we get further and further and closer. But again, selling options, I think it's the #1 way to making money. I think it's the easiest way to make money in the stock market, or easiest way to make money in general, especially if you have a little bit of money. But again, if you want to learn more, check out the free Discord in the description down below. There is a premium side, cheapest Discord you'll ever find out there with so much value. And I am going to start also making a Moo Finance account from like 5K and see how much I can build that up in a year. So follow me for that, and we're just going to go wild. So if you want to check out the links down below for free stocks, which is technically free money, check out Moo, check out SoFi, check out Robinhood, and for free crypto. Also check out the Gemini. So check those out. All links in the description down below, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.